Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Elder Scrolls. This is the new expansion, Necrom. And we got the new class here, the Arcanist. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a try, create our character here. There we go. Gender, we'll pick the guy. Let's do female. Let's do a female. What's a red guard look like? Yeah, we do a Britain, a red guard. Let's do a red guard. So what is this? I haven't played ESO in a long time. Ooh, Dark Elf. Let's do Dark Elf. I don't know, I think my main, he like a vampire Dark Elf. I think he is sorcerer. Alright, we're gonna do a female Dark Elf. And we are Arcanist. Muscular. Here, let's take I'm trying to see how you take the gear off. R2, no gear. Alright. Why is this locked? Oh, I locked it. Alright, let's see what we got. Thin. We're Dark Elf. We're gonna be thin. It'd be like that. That's good. That's good. Height. We're gonna be short. Skin color. Let's see what kind of shades we got going on here. Oh, that's a dark elf. We don't want to be that dark. Let's see. Body markings. That's weird. Imagine anybody taking their clothes off and you see that. This look like an Arcanist body. We're going, yep. Torso size. Chest size. Gotta have the big breast. Gut size. We ain't gonna have no gut. Let's see. We a Dark Elf. But that don't mean we can't have a fat booty. Alright. Heroic, a soft looking face. Yeah, that ain't bad. Age, young. Let's see. Hot eye patch. So like some Necrom type stuff. I don't think it say Necrom. Alright, that's too girly for me. We don't need that. Ooh, let's see, what hair we going with? This is always like my default hairstyle right here. Yeah, I don't think they ever like added different hairstyles. I don't know. I low key like the little silver hair though. Alright, we ain't gonna worry about all that. Our color. Can we get green? It's like all different shades of red. I think this is the best we can get. Do we keep everything else the same? We're not about to go. We're not going crazy. Alright. And we are finished. Character name. Here comes the fun part.
This door leads to the Telvanni Peninsula in eastern Morrowind. The wizards of House Telvanni are known for secrecy and intrigue. But a shadow looms over all of them. A shadow filled with emerald eyes. Cautious adventurer.
Alright, here we go, guys. The first quest.
Why does the Telvanni do anything? Ambition, power, greed.
I've heard they formerly used the island to house the mentally unstable and magically insane.
Some, most likely fanciful sources, say the entire geography of this place is made from the ashes of the ancient Dunmer.
I've never turned away the families of the dead before. If the rumors about illness are true...
To a Telvanni master such as myself, everyone is a spy and a threat.
In a place like this, you don't always need reason for betrayal.
Every secret and all knowledge finds its way to Apocrypha in time.
I see all that is, was, and will ever be.
In desperation, all things consume one another.
It's a lot of people. Checking out the map. Don't look very big. Got our first, what's this? Our first delve over here.
Fate has noticed your talent for altering destiny. Reality hangs in the balance, as does the future of Apocrypha and Nirn. Hence I bring a message from Hermaeus Mora, the one who knows. Mora, we are bound together by a common danger. Enemies of Hermaeus Mora threaten his realm of oblivion, and in so doing pose a threat to the mortal world as well. Therefore Mora sent me to meet you here, and secure your cooperation. Only a mortal proxy can deal with the threat and save both Apocrypha and Nirn. The fates of both realms are linked, and you are the key to preserving reality. Without you, everything unravels. Help of the one who knows instructed me to give you this, a condensate of planar potentialities. You will not understand. It is ink. Take it to the Ulvano cistern, a ruin near the city. Pour the ink into the water, and your path will become clear. Have you never heard of
Thank the ancestors you stopped. Right. Well, I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I need to collect ingredients for a medicinal tincture, and I simply don't have time. I need someone to help. Ah, yes. I am Balva Bemis, retainer to Oathman Lero Rawless of House Telvanni. Lero suffers from beastly headaches, and I'm making a tincture to address his malady. I need some hard-to-attain ingredients. If you aid me, I'll pay you well. I need the musk gland of a bull netch. I spotted some netch remains around Kemmel Z.
I hope this not like a crafting quest.
From near Hermaeus Mora. And lastly, fungal blooms from a dead shroom beetle. The best ones skitter around Tel Dreloth. Once you collect the ingredients, I'll make the necessary preparations at my workstation in Ald Isra. You know, getting the viscosity right and all that.
Yeah, I used to play this game like crazy, man. I think I only got my highest CP like 5 something. Oop, just healed somebody.
Step forward. Know that you stand in the presence of Hermaeus Mora. We must converse.
Why does every like boss type god like character look like this? Remember that Legacy of Kain, Defiance? That boss? It looked just like this.
Are now excluded. From this moment, fate's ever-branching tree begins to grow again. And with it, new possibilities emerge. It concerns beginnings and endings, secrets too dangerous to reveal, and the stability of the threads of fate. Hidden rivals threaten my realm, and thereby threaten all of reality. If they succeed, fate will unravel and doom both our worlds. I am the golden eye of fate, and the keeper of whispers. Knowledge and memory are my domains. How this threat eludes me, I do not know. But you are the key to preserving Apocrypha. I have foreseen it, and in doing so, you shall save the mortal realm. Let Laravel guide you, as she can perceive the threads of fate without undue mental anguish. They converge in 3 locations, places of revelation. Meet her in the Necrom Bindery, in the mortal city of the same name. Now, let us seal our covenant. The 3 glyphics before you contain the concepts necessary to create a contract to bind us. I submit to this as a promise of cooperation. You may serve as my proxy without fear of harming your own interests. Now, take the glyphics, combine them.
Yeah, I gotta get used to everything again. It's been a minute. Oh, they show the sky shards on the map now? I guess when you get close enough. I can't remember if it was always like that. I don't think it was. I don't know. Dang, another treasure chest. Oh, we don't got no lock pits. Let me see. No. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Thank God we opened this. Nice. Oh, I thought she opened it. She didn't. Awesome. Almost forgot how to do this for a second.
Hands off, or I will gut you like the rest. What? Never seen an assassin get put out of work before? You're not one of these third-rate assassins, I can tell. But if you or anyone else puts a hand on me, I'm answering with my axes. I've been cutting down these mercenaries for the better part of the day. I'm guessing my target knows I'm on to her and has started sending them my way. My associate, Harn Orenvi, might know something about it, but I can't bring this heat to him. More like gather information. And if you're offering, I can pay you. Harn usually holds court at the Outlaw's Refuge. He'll be the only one there with bodyguards. Ask him if Rhaenyra Treveri's been through recently. Got it? Fair warning. Harn might ask you for a favor in return for information. I can pay you back, but you don't get paid until I get paid, and I don't get paid until I find Rhaenyra. Make sure you get something good. I'll find you after you're done. And listen, don't mention me to Harn. It probably won't do you any favors.
Please, Han. They're not just flowers, they're...
Surely a man of your talents can grow more. Now, move. Others wait in need of my counsel. Your face isn't familiar to me, but I'd know that look anywhere. You want something from me. Information, probably. Well, what is it you're looking for? Rhaenyra Treveri. Really? I may know something about her. Perhaps you can enlighten me on why it is you're seeking her. All right, don't get so touchy, Fla. Rhaenyra was through recently. I can tell you what I know, but not without a favor in return. Why don't you deliver these red flowers I just gathered to some dear friends of mine? Braylin Ardus and Menradius Cortin will be my recipients. Braylin likes to shoot dice outside the palace. Cortin should be hawking his wares by the fountain. Meet me at the tavern when you're done, and I'll tell you where you might find Rhaenyra. Braylin and Cortin shouldn't give you any trouble, and if they bother you with questions, just remember not to give them anything for free. Be quick about it. Meet me at the tavern when you're done.
I thought we was doing the main story. I didn't know I swapped to him. Alright, let's go find our quest.
Welcome to my safe house, Proxy. Meeting Hermaeus Mora represents a rare honor. The one who knows materializes in a delimited projection. He chooses to manifest before few mortals. The threads upon which reality dangles are precarious indeed. What did Mora impart to you?
The threads of fate Hermaeus Mora asks you to investigate.
And so I shall. The one who knows traced 3 crucial events to this area. Investigate each, and he believes we can expose the conspirators moving against Apocrypha. We may even stop them before the ultimate threat takes shape. I do not know. I was only presented with what was required to bring you to the right place at the right moment. You must determine why fate needs you in each location, then take the appropriate action. Many possible futures branch from every mortal choice. If we know the consequences of our choices, it changes the outcome. Therefore, Hermaeus Mora tells us only what he must. As fate's chosen, the rest is up to you. The threads of fate lead to 3 locations in this region. The necropolis of Necrom, the old tower of Telrendis, and the town of Alavelis. I shall open a portal to each, investigate them, and return here to the Necrom bindery when you are done. Your choice must be your own, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora was clear about that. There, 3 paths are now arrayed before you. Which will you pick?
How can we honor our ancestors if the necropolis is closed?
The abbot ordered the closure for your own good, citizen. Curate Gadain, make sure no one enters.
Prelate? Oh, of course. No one enters the necropolis.
The necropolis is closed?
Who ever heard of such a thing?
Something about this doesn't feel right. Sorry, friend, but the necropolis is closed today. And by order of the abbot, it seems. We've never turned away the families of the dead before, but if the rumors about illness are true, plague isn't something to be treated lightly. When Prelate Forum and his aides arrived, my fellow keepers of the dead were plagued with a strange malady. I was away when the disease struck, and I haven't been allowed back inside since. The prelate said the abbot ordered the closure, but... Prelate Forum arrived from the temple, and suddenly my fellow monks fell ill. We were never notified of a visit, and besides, Forum isn't our usual prelate. Never even heard of him. If you can help, I can make sure you're compensated. I think.
I like this guy's outfit though. Alright, she got mad over some blocks.
Fate must have led you here, friend. Prelate Forum arrived aboard the Stormwing. If you can find out where they boarded the ship, it might tell us something. Talk to the portmaster at the harbor, while I deal with any pilgrims that come by.
I don't mean to burden you with my troubles, stranger, but something dreadful is happening in Alavelis. I'm lucky I escaped when I did. It's a village in the South Peninsula. When I heard that the glass mine was reopening, I went there to find employment. I'm a miner by trade, and I needed the work. They hired me, but instead of mining, they wanted us to build something. I never found out. I stumbled upon a group of Daedric cultists and realized something really bad was going on there. I ran and never looked back. I told the city guard, but I don't think they believed me. Someone needs to do something.
Ho there! Oh, thank the eight. You stopped. I've had people pass by without even a glance my way. Suppose they must think I'm bait for some sort of trap with clothes as nice as this. Really, I just need an urgent favor. I'm a courier for a cadet branch of House Halalu. My superiors tasked me with an urgent delivery to a member of the house in Necrom. I just landed this position. I don't want to lose it, but I can't complete the delivery in this state. I turned my ankle. Serves me right for wearing these new boots on an assignment without properly breaking them in. Could you find Solny Narain in Necrom and deliver her package for me? Happy to let you keep the reward if it means I'll keep my job. You're like a blessing from Zenithar himself. Solny Narain should be at the graveyard in Necrom. As for me, I suppose I'll fashion a splint and hobble my way to a settlement, with the comfort of knowing my professional reputation will remain intact.
She just threw me out. What? Please? I have no one else I can turn to. I need help. I worked as a servant in the towers of Teldrelov. Nathan, the son of Mistress Drelloth, is being kept prisoner there. At least, I think he must be. Nathan and I had plans to leave Tel Drelloth together. Someone must have found out, because the day we planned to leave, I was dismissed from my position. Mistress Drelloth, or Sathiel, I suppose, pushed me out without a chance to see Nathan. If she's holding him against his will, he'll be in the isolation tower. The only access is through the lab in the caverns that run underneath. There's a key in the top floor of the main tower. Please, can you help me? I'll pay for your assistance. Thank the AHU came along. I had no idea how I would do this on my own. I know Sathiel would just throw me out again, but Nathan is my whole world. I can't possibly leave Tel Drelloth without him. The first step is finding that key. Certainly. You know, it's been so long since I spoke. I say this with love, but Nathan...
Oh, she about to follow me. Alright, let's see.
They're not like the towers back home, but they're beautiful in their own way. Good. Nobody's noticed us so far. The key is in that chest. It's a spare for when the researchers misplace theirs. Got it? Let's speak for a moment. All right, we have the key. This is going better than I thought it would. And it's strange. Everything looks so different in here without the wards. It all feels so empty. Nathan's protective wards. You know, Sathiel's magic barriers that kept Nathan's half of the tower in isolation. I couldn't cross them at all. They certainly made tidying up a bit of a trial. I mentioned the wards before, didn't I? Sorry. I guess I've been here so long it's become normal to me. Sathiel said the outside world would kill Nathan, and she was working on a cure. But as far as I know, she and her husband were trying to cure the Nahatan flu. He died years ago, when Nathan was just a baby, from the disease they were trying to cure. Sathiel must be sheltering Nathan for fear of losing him, too. She's doing it out of love. That I can understand. But that doesn't make it right. We'll take the portal pad to the cellar. Then the key will get us into the labs. From there, it's just making our way through the caverns to the isolation tower. As long as we don't cross Sathiel, the others will be too busy to stop us. Good question. I've never known her to be particularly combative, but if Nathan's wards were any indication, she does wield very powerful magic. Which she may use to escort us out. Nathan's well-being is a family affair, and the researchers are far more focused on their work. They're tasked with observing their subjects for the slightest changes, so they won't keep their eyes on us for long, anyway. Test subjects for her experiments. Animals, as far as I know. Some of the experiments are rather grisly. I kept away from the lab for that exact reason. I've heard some of these Telvanni use slaves for such things, but Sathiel's not like that. No, and that's exactly what worries me. She's tested no cures on him because there's nothing to cure. He's not sick. She just wants control. Poor Nathan. His mother loves him, but it's almost like she's the one with the sickness. I don't think I've ever seen it this empty down here. Where is everyone? Wait. What are these subjects doing out of containment? Look around. Maybe there's something here that explains what happened. What's that? It looks like a letter. What did you find? Anything that explains what's happened? Let me see. No, I'd never write such a thing. Did Cecile write this? Does she really think this sounds like me? What did the research notes say? Spores? The researchers spoke of those. Little seeds on the air, invisible to the eye like flu or fever. I think that's how molds and mushrooms make more of themselves. Delman spore sample. Delman? Delman? What is that? It sounds like a name. It sounds familiar. I just can't place where I've heard it before. She mentions these toxic spores interfering with wards. Does that mean Nathan's wards? The observation outpost! What happened? Where is everyone?
Stranger, you shouldn't be here. Too dangerous. Go no further. Spores nearly killed me. Barely exposed. Natural immunity. I will live. Heard shouting. Then screaming. Everyone came running. Big mistake. Subject spores. Too strong. Wanted to escape. Mistress Dreloth. She coaxed him back to isolation. Delman, too strong. Stronger than I've ever seen. Delman, Mistress Dreloth's greatest experiment. The cure, the affliction. Delman did this. Trouble breathing, barely survived. The other researchers, not so lucky. Too late for them. Go no further. You could be killed.
I'm glad Tunche is all right. But he's just given us more questions than answers. I know he's one of her most trusted assistants, but if this Delman is one of Sathiel's experiments, how does Tunche not blame her for what happened here? I know, but... fetch it all! I just wish I could remember where I've heard it before. Delman. Delman. No, that's just the trouble. If Nathan had said or written it, I'd probably remember it exactly. Delman. Delman. It's on the tip of my tongue. Where did Tunche say Sathiel took the subject again? That must mean the isolation tower, where Nathan is. Let's keep going. I don't know what we're going to do, but Sathiel needs to be stopped. Wait, do you feel that? It's like we're being watched.
I've tolerated this incursion long enough. Whoever you are, you've fallen for Dacia's fanciful tale. And now you're enabling her dangerous obsession with my son. Nathan made his feelings for Dacia perfectly clear in the letter he wrote. Or was that vital piece of information kept from you? So what if I did? They'd both do well to believe it. They can never be together, do you hear me? Never! Leave this place! Forget all that you've seen, or you'll end up worse than Tunche. Delman? Where did you hear this name, Delman? Ah, I see. So your half-informed mind proves far more dangerous than an uninformed one. You cannot help. Leave this place, or I will do everything in my remaining power to stop you.
Delman was her husband. That's right. I must have heard it from her once, long ago when she first brought me on. He died from the Nahatan flu. The thing she's trying to cure. I've never seen her like this before. I don't know. Has she gone mad? Was she always this way? If so, she's been hiding it, and I can't blame her. If she were carted off to Gorn, she'd be parted from Nathan. The thought of it probably only made things worse for her. If you mean to heed Sathiel's words and leave, then I'll have to go on alone. Nathan is my whole world. I'm not leaving without him.
You cannot fight the danger that lies ahead. This is your last chance.
Alright, we're gonna stop this video here for the day. Go ahead and get some shut eye. I see y'all in the next ESO video. Have a good night or morning. Peace.